Welcome to the Farmer Show, where we talk about everyday life and give advice. Any advice we give is based on opinions, not facts. I'm your host, Lovey.
And I'm your host, Z. Our Instagram is thefarmers_show.
That's THEFARMERS_SHOW.
Make sure y'all follow us there and show us some love. And today's topic is a Q&A.
But before we get into it, we hope from wherever you're listening from, you're having a fantabulous day.
Facts. So let's get into it, y'all. Welcome to the season finale.
You guys, thank you so much for sticking around for our first season. I just want to let you know there's more to come in season 2. But it has been a journey, but an amazing one. I felt like I learned a lot about myself.
Yeah. Learned a lot about each other, actually.
Definitely learned a lot about each other.
Yes. So today's topic, the Q&A, is kind of like our season finale that we're going to do, like, ongoing seasons, to kind of give y'all a chance to, if you have any questions or anything, for us to answer them, or if we even have questions for each other, me and Lovey, we can ask each other different questions and stuff. So it's kind of just basically like a venting session and, talking about different things and stuff like that.
Yes, definitely take advantage of hitting us up on our Instagram. That's THEFARMERS_SHOW. Y'all already know what it is. But hit us up there if you do have any questions. So, babe, do you want to give question number 1?
Yes, I will. So question number 1. How do you view the world in today's time?
I view the world as a big ball of confusion. A big ball of confusion.
That's accurate. I like that. Yes.
Like, nobody knows what they want to do.
Yeah.
Nobody knows where they're going. It's just there's no direction nowadays, with anything. Like, even when it comes to, like, going to work. You don't really even know what you're going to work for. You don't know what you're just going there. You're just going to go pay some bills. You go visit a friend.
Yeah.
You just passing the time. That's what people are doing now, passing the time. It's just a big ball of confusion. And
yeah. Feel like robots.
Yeah, I definitely feel like robots and just without purpose. And it can definitely get a little bit depressing being that way.
We try to not feel that way. Try to add more fun and entertaining and, different things to do in everyday life so we won't feel that way, because things are scary now how the world is actually. I agree. It's a big ball of confusion.
It really is. It really is. It's just,
you never know what's coming.
Like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
So what you got for me?
So what have you worried about in life in the past that you don't worry about anymore?
That's a good one, actually. I would say, how these bills going to get paid?
Yeah.
In the past, I'm like a really on-time kind of person. I want everything, I'm scheduled. I want everything to go as scheduled. I want everything to be just right, just perfect. But, now I'm just like, look, it is what it is. It's going to get paid someday. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it's going to get paid someday. Like, you got to just work with me here.
I feel that, because if God don't do it, it just won't get done. That's how I feel.
Well, it'll come. Not when you want it to, but it'll come. So, yeah, I would say basically, worrying about different stuff then versus now, it don't affect me like it used to.
That's good.
Yeah. So, for you, when you think of support, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
Support, I think of emotional support.
Emotional support?
I think that's very important. I know people think of financial or physical support, like somebody's like, "Ooh, I want to help move," or something or need help doing something or moving something or whatever. I'm gonna offer my physical presence, but sometimes for me, emotional is just enough, because I don't want somebody to fix it all the time.
Yeah,
I want them to just be there for me emotionally, and I don't want to throw all of that on them, but I definitely do think about being emotionally there. Because not a lot of people are emotionally intelligent.
Yeah, that is true. a lot of people, they tend to like bury their emotions, like it's not like, I mean, not everybody. Some people, they are actually welcoming and, want to listen and stuff. But a lot of people, it's hard for them to listen and understand you. Like, I understand when people be like, you never understand unless you're in their shoes,
Right.
So it's like, for you to have an emotional connection where they do understand, that's a good
yeah, because a lot of times it will lead to them physically helping or something like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever had somebody physically help you and they weren't emotionally intelligent and they ended up like just kind of cussing you out the whole time they helping you? Got me out here doing this stuff. You don't even want the help anymore.
For real. Yeah, I have.
That was a good question. I like that one.
Yeah. What about you?
So if you had to choose between $20,000 a month and $1 million right now, what would you choose? And why?
$20,000 a month and $1 million right now?
Mm-hmm.
I would. So, okay, question. So, is the $20,000, is that ongoing like every single month for the rest of your life?
For the rest of your life.
I'm going with that one.
Ooh, nice.
You got to think smart. Like, you can save up that $20,000 and get $1 million. You can invest in different stuff versus getting $1 million and just spending it everywhere. Like, I mean, you can, kind of like, manage the $1 million and stuff like that. But me personally, I would like something ongoing. So then that way, if I happen to overspend or something, I'm like, okay, well, next month I know I'm getting this. You get that $1 million at one time and you keep spending and running out of stuff, and you might like don't like, some people, when you get a lot of money, you don't think sometimes, and you just be like, well, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. You try to be, I mean, that's where it comes with, getting a manager and stuff like that. But some people get overwhelmed, and I know for a fact that I want to help people, I want to get my grandma a house, I got stuff I want to do. So I don't want to get one thing at one time and then ended up like spending something irresponsibly. So I want to get something that's gonna keep coming in like that.
I like that perspective because it's like, just think about, buying all these clothes and all this other stuff and buying all a car, and then your money's gone. You're like, wait, I don't have a house to put these clothes in or a garage to park my car.
Exactly. So that's why, something ongoing. Yeah.
That was a really good one.
All right. So when you sometimes feeling down or depressed, what gets you going? Like, what uplifts you?
You.
Me?
Yeah. You make me feel like a natural born woman. No, but you literally are so emotionally intelligent.
I wouldn't say all that.
You are, and very romantic, and you really do pick me up because I know that you can understand what I'm going through. We are literally one. It could just be like a little joke, or you cuddling me and holding me and stuff like that. Outside of that, let's say that maybe you're not around, and maybe you had to go run an errand or something like that, and I am feeling down. Music has always been like my comfort. And
yeah, same with me.
I would make different playlists for different things. Like if I went through like a breakup or I done got fired from a job, I'm making up a playlist called F That Job, all this other stuff, but it truly gets me through.
Yeah.
What song brings back childhood memories for you?
What song?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good one. I have a lot of them, actually. I can say Usher and Alicia Keys, My Boo.
Oh, yeah?
That was my song.
Ooh.
Like, I used to love that. My Boo. I don't know if I can do it now, but every single word of that song. And just like, I was a real big fan of Alicia Keys, period. Like, all of her songs. Like, when the 2000s, like early 2000s and stuff, when all of that Sierra, Beyonce, all that was coming out, it's a lot of songs that kind of like bring that memory. But, I don't know. I just really felt that song. I like Usher. It's a lot of songs. I can go on and on. I can make a list.
Great. And Alicia too. Like,
yeah, I can make a list of songs that bring back memories, but I would say, that was kind of the first thing that really popped in my head. So yeah, I go with that.
That just gave me a nice little memory too about being young and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's not like
and it's
we're
crazy,
old.
right? It's crazy. I won't end like a relationship or anything, but it's just I love music. Like music was just something, like you said, your go-to thing. That was my go-to thing.
I like that. That's a really good answer.
Facts. So, what advice would you give to your younger self?
I would tell my younger self to give yourself grace.
I like
Give yourself grace. I didn't give myself grace at all. I always blame myself for everything.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think I was deserving of love. I would tell her that you are worthy of love, to hold on. Just hold on to your love, honey. It's coming.
I like that. That's a good one.
And never lose that passion, because there's so much talent that I had back then that I'm now revisiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you. That was a good question. What's one restaurant you will never eat from again, and why?
Oh, you put me on the spot here.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's hard to say because it's a lot of restaurants I'm like, okay, I ain't eating, but then I end up eating it again. I'm trying to think of
what's a no-go? Like, what's like, if I was to say it right now, you'd be like, girl, get out.
I would say Burger King.
Ooh.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, their food is good enough. I just felt like I outgrew their food. And, like, their, like, chicken nuggets and stuff it tastes like deer ankles now. It don't taste the same. It don't, like, when I was younger, I used to eat that all the time when I was younger. Like, sometimes I'd be like, McDonald's, I'm not going to eat there and stuff like that. I end up eating some of your fries or something like that.
Yeah, that's different. It's Mickey D's.
Yeah, but like,
they raised us.
Burger King, for say, I don't really eat Burger King like that anymore. Like, when I was younger, yeah, I can't even remember the last time I ate at Burger King.
Same. Like, you know what? Okay, so, like, I kind of feel the same way about Burger King, but it's like, because we don't eat like beef and pork like that, if I was in a pinch and I needed a burger and I'm traveling with a church, let me stop, because church travel's always in a leading to Burger King.
For real. Or Hardee's.
Or Hardee's or something like that, then I would get maybe an Impossible Whopper. Or something like that, but it's always kind of dry, so I need extra mayo. I shouldn't have to add extra stuff to your stuff. That's what I'm saying, especially when it comes up there already. Why am I having to add extra mayo?
I don't really eat at Burger King.
I ain't been in so long, but that would be the only scenario that I would end up going, or like genuinely I just am craving a burger. And I don't feel like
if
making
you're craving a burger, let's go to Five Guys or something. Like, don't downplay yourself.
No, they don't have any veggie burgers.
I mean, well, Mike's Vegan Food Truck or something.
Okay,
like,
well, you know what?
No Burger King.
When you put it that way, Burger King is out.
Yeah.
Mike's Vegan Food Truck, yeah. You got a point. It would just be the church scenario, because where else I'm going?
When you gonna go to church? Like,
never. But I'm saying, that's just to let you know how much I'm never eating Burger King. Oh my goodness.
All right, so what are some stress relievers for you? I know you said music, but what's something else?
Some stress relievers for me are feng shui.
Mm-hmm.
I love to change the way that a room is set up. If I've been in deep depression or like through a lot of stress, changing my surrounding completely to now feel like I have a new start, that's one thing that just helps me. Also, sometimes watching or connecting with like a creator, as far as like looking at on like YouTube, where I can kind of live vicariously through them. Because like there are times where it's just like, yeah, I want that level of freedom. And then you kind of, for a minute, start to feel like you have it.
Yeah.
So,
I agree. That's a good one. I like that answer.
Yeah. I like that too. And then Sometimes just drawing. I don't do it as often, but when I do it,
She
it
can
helps a
draw.
lot.
She can draw,
Oh,
y'all.
stop.
Like she can draw. She don't do it as much, but I'm trying to tell you, this girl can draw. Like I used to draw when I was like elementary, middle school ish, but I had stopped and like I can't draw anymore, basically. But this girl, she haven't picked up a pen and pencil and I don't know when she recently started back drawing. It's like she just left off where she started. Like,
Oh, thank you, baby.
it's dope. It's dope. I like your drawing. She drew a picture of me. I got it hanging on like my side of the bedroom. So yeah.
It's my favorite picture.
Yeah, I look
think
at it
I've
every
ever
day.
drawn.
She
I like
did
them.
amazing with them dreads. Like them dreads are on point. Like I'm gonna have to take a picture and post it so y'all can see it. But it's dope.
I do want them to see it, see what's going on, see how beautiful I made my baby.
Got my face all fat.
Because it is. I'm cuter. So, what is the greatest lesson life has taught you?
Whew. Life has taught me a lot. But I would say, okay, so when I was younger, I always used to think that, like, family over everything. That was my go-to quote. And now, like, it's still family over everything, but it's a different, like, way of it. Like, I saw this post the other day. It was like, the family you create is more important than the family you come from. And, when I first saw that post, I was just like, But then, I sat down and thought about it more. I'm like, that's true because a lot of family, if you don't do or, be a certain image they want you to be, they kind of not disown you or anything, but they kind of show some kind of resentment. And that kind of like recreated a whole nother perspective for me. So it's like the family I create, I now put first, and being that I am married now, so it's like the little family I have now, which is my wife, Lovey, Debo, and Simba, that is my family, the family I had to put first now. And, not saying that I don't, love my family or anything. I love my family, they will always be my family. But it's like at certain points you outgrow your family. And it's like your family start to, as you get older, not understand you or not like, just basically don't understand you and the new you are becoming.
They don't know you.
Yeah,
I feel
they
the
don't.
same way about my family.
Yeah, they don't know you anymore, and it's like you try to tell them, "Hey, I'm not this little kid I am," like that anymore and stuff like that. And it's like they still do not. I guess because you been that baby for so long, it's hard for them to wrap their head around it. So it's kind of like, you're still a little child. You still a child. It's like they don't take you serious no more. Yeah. So it's like you have to kind of distance yourself a little bit. For the longest, my aunt, she, be sending me like these little cookies and chocolate and stuff. I'm just like, I don't like that stuff like that no more. I'm not a chocolate kind of person like I was, when I was little. Chocolate, no, it's too much chocolate. I don't like this. It's like you have to constantly explain to them how you are now versus how you was.
I agree, and it sometimes can cause a bit of a rift because they don't want to come to grips with who you are now. I've been experiencing it with my family, and I've had to just completely distance myself. Yeah. Because sometimes it can become frustrating and toxic when nobody can. It's like they depressing. And depressing when it's like they just will refuse to learn the new you, refuse to respect the new you. Yeah.
And that's another thing, respect too. Like, you don't have to necessarily agree, but just give me the same respect, that I give you. Right. But that's a whole nother topic, the whole nother episode for another day.
For another season.
Yeah. But yeah, this was actually good. I like those
Yeah.
questions. Those were some really dope
You
questions.
had some really good ones too. Yeah.
Yeah, so if y'all want to send us some questions or have any questions about us, hit us up on our IG. We always open to different suggestions and, we'll answer all your questions you want us to basically answer. So if there's anything you want us to talk about or need advice, hit us up on IG at @thefarmers_show.
And we're out.
Bye, y'all.